Welcome back to On Football. Today's first impression video is going to be on some gloves from Cutters, the Rev Pro 3.0 sent over from my partners over at eastbay.com. As usual, I'm going to include a link in the description of this video of where you can purchase those gloves if you want to buy those before this video is over or before I do the detailed performance review. So let me take this out of the package so you can stop hearing all this rustling and take a look at the new Cutters Rev 3.0 football gloves. Here are the gloves. There's going to be some design changes already. If you guys have been keeping up to date with Cutters on social media, they actually released a new logo a couple weeks or a couple months ago, and that is actually going to change the glove, and I'll get into that when I get into the actual back of hand of the glove. But for now, let's take a look at the package and what they updated in the Rev Pro. Now this is the third iteration of the Rev Pro gloves. They used to just have the normal Cutters. I can't even remember what the name of that glove was, but they really had one model. Then they came out with a padded glove. They came out with the Rev Pro 3Ds. They came out with the Rev, and they came out with the Rev Pro. So three different gloves really in the model line. And with the Rev gloves, the Rev Pro, the Rev 3D, the Rev Pro was really that middle glove. So it wasn't very thin. It was kind of your all-around receiver glove, but it wasn't also that high-end model that retailed for around $60. These are right in the middle of the range, right around 45, so right away you know they're going to be comparable to something like the Nike Vapor Jets, as well as the Adizero 7.0 football gloves. But let's go to the package. Air C-Tech Extreme Grip, perforated for better breathability and cooling performance. So they brought in some of the technology from the Rev Pro 3D. The Rev Pros never used to be perforated in the palm, so that's going to be new. Power band provides a secured, locked-in feel. The power band is going to be here at the bottom of the glove, right above the wrist cuff, right below the Cutters logo. Intelligent panel additions for more support and durability. So they have different panel additions right on the fingertips, right here, that they say provide more support. Hopefully you can see that on the white. I'll be testing those out. Flex zones promote comfort and flexibility. So they have flex zones all over. Now they've always had flex zones in the Rev Pro, and that's something that Cutters did really well with all their gloves. They always had a leather kind of back of hand, but you can see here between where your knuckles bend, it's going to be more flexible mesh, and the back of hand is going to be mesh as well. True Fit C-Tech thumb, locks down thumb and provides added grip service. This is something that all the gloves have. They always have more material around the thumb of the glove that kind of wraps around from the palm. I think just about every glove on the market has that. Neoprene cuff for added wrist comfort. So how far that cuff goes down, we're going to test out. So now let's take a look. All right, so here's the glove. Now, like I said, they brought in some of the technology from the old Rev Pro 3Ds. Now, the 3Ds were the top of the line glove from Cutters. I don't believe they make them anymore. So I'm putting this on an extra large. It's already a super snug fit, but just like all the other gloves right now, they have that mesh back of hand. The Rev Pros always have. Now they have the perforated palm, like I talked about, brought over from the Rev Pro 3Ds. Now what they've done here is the new Cutters logo is actually a lot thinner. The C itself is a thinner C. Now what that means for all the gloves where they slap the logo on the back of hand, that's actually going to be minimized, so to provide less distraction. What I really like they did is something I talked about in my other review videos of the past Cutters Rev glove, is they made this flat. So it was kind of like a big, thick, padded C that came across, and it really made the glove pretty bulky. So now they reduced it. It's actually just a silicone heated onto the back of the palm of the glove, and you can see the tag, so you can see through this. Still gives you that flexibility without having this disruption from the logo. So it's a little bit thicker compared to the Rev gloves are going to be, because they're not totally mesh on the back of hand. You still have this leather at the back, and then you have the panels and the silicone to make it more durable. Now it's a super tight glove. This is a little bit tighter than the usual extra larges that I get from Cutters. We'll have to see how that breaks in during the overall performance review. And then the cuff of the glove. Now the cuff, neoprene cuff that they talked about here, you see it still sits pretty high on the wrist, which is good. It's what you want as a receiver. And then what I noticed on the back of the packaging, they actually try to do my job for me. So they talk about which gloves are for what positions. I'm gonna try to get that in focus. and read it to you guys. So the Rev glove, the normal Rev, receiver, running back, defensive back. That's going to be the really lightweight glove. The Rev Pro 3, which I have here, is going to be for the same positions, receiver, running back, defensive back. So in my review video, I'll recommend positions as well. But what I'd say off the bat is this glove, if you like a little bit of a thicker glove, more substance around your hands, you're going to want something like this at the skill positions. The Rev glove is going to be a little bit cheaper. It's also going to be very, very light, complete mesh back of hand, really for hot weather and heat. So that's my first impression video of these gloves. Again, I included a link in the description of this video where you can purchase them from eastbay.com. If you like this video, remember to give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.